The university has come a considerable way in terms of promoting equality, diversity and inclusion, and part of that is because of our wide reach. For example, we've got the highest number of disabled students across any university in the UK and probably in the whole of Europe. And one of the ways in which this has been recognised is that the university achieved the Diverse Company of the Year 2015 award at the Excellence in Diversity Awards in May 2015. The challenges for the future, I think, are really historical challenges as well, and part of that is about ensuring that we are making our services available. And when I say our services, our curriculum, our courses, the way in which we treat staff, all of that available to a broad section of the community, and that will include women, men, black people, white people, disabled people, whether they are staff or students. One of the challenges not only faced by the university here but across the sector is the number of women who are in senior management, and this is an issue that has been identified across many sectors, both in the public sector and the private sector. One of the things that we know is that we have a university population which is roughly 2/3 women, 1/3 men, but when you look at senior management, then it's 2/3 men and 1/3 women. We are proposing objectives that will address this imbalance. What we want to do is have a better gender balance in our senior management levels and in our senior professorial levels as well. We have a list of objectives that we've just formulated, in fact, that will be coming into play with the new equality scheme. Each of those will have a senior accountable executive, will have a board level champion in the Vice Chancellor's executive, and will be sponsored by the Vice Chancellor, which means that on a regular basis each of these individuals is going to be called to account for progress on each of the objectives and to be asked for plans on how they plan to make these things come about. In order to make diversity and equality a reality and therefore working into inclusion, what we need is the commitment and buy-in from the people very much who are leading the organisation as much as from everybody else in the organisation. So for example, Peter Horrocks, our Vice Chancellor, has agreed to become the sponsor for Equality, Diversity and Inclusion and will be holding his direct reports to account on each of the protected characteristics which are ascribed in law. But in fact, because we are an organisation that works towards social justice, this is not about compliance, it's about best practice, it's about making equality, diversity and inclusion a reality for everybody in the university, whether they are staff or they are students or other stakeholders. And that means that the Senate, the Council and the Vice Chancellor's executive have to be clearly the role models and the exemplars.